They tried to break you, but they messed around and found out, didn't they? Hey y'all, welcome to Help Me Out. Come on in. They tried to break you. Now this is your enemy's mistake. These is your haters' mistake. Those that's trying to see you knock you down, this is their mistake. See, they tried to break you thinking you was like everybody else. Right? And you can see that in culture, especially if you in the African American culture. Okay, maybe the Hispanic culture, you know, there could be a lot of crabs in the bucket. Okay, but people would try to break you when they see you rising. And we all know family be the worst ones. Friends, family, you know. Some people can be broken. Some people you can just, and they blow over. And they fall right over. And they won't get back up. Or they'll tuck their tail and they'll hide out of embarrassment and shame. Or they don't have the confidence to stand up no matter what blows their way. And somebody messed around and thought you was like that. But they found out you ain't nothing like that. They thought because they had more friends, more people on their side, because they had gossiped about you so long behind your back that everybody was going to ride with what they did and what they said. They thought that if they had enough people on their side to come against you, that nobody would believe you and that you would just be minute and you would fade away as the days and the months and the years passed away. That ain't what happened. They messed around and found out that they can't break you, because when they break you or they try, you only multiply. You only elevate, escalate, and exponentiate, if that's the word. Exponentiate. That's my new word, y'all. You exponentiate, okay? That's the new word, exponentiate. So they didn't know. They thought you was going to lay down. Next thing they know, they turned around and you done grew 50 feet taller. And they looking up and can't even see you because you all the way up in the clouds somewhere. And now they down there by your feet. So just lift your foot up and stomp on that little bitty ant. Stomp on the ant. Because now they feelings hurt. Now they feelings hurt. Because they thought they were so big and bad. They thought because they had money and they had friends and they had this and that they could just stomp on you. They thought they could take from you what belonged to you and use it against you. And they messed around and found out. Okay? Some people, when you betray them, when you lie on them and gossip about them, some people, they'll lay down. Because they're not fighters. And they'll just go on and pass and then they'll let things go and just say, oh, well. But then there's another group of people. Them people are fighters. They fighters. Been fighting from day one. Some of y'all been fighting since you came out the womb. Some of y'all started fighting in elementary school and been fighting ever since. And that's a long time to be fighting. That's a long time to be winning battles. And maybe you lost a few. But somebody thought that they could take what was yours, use it against you, and you was just going to fade away as the years passed. And they was going to get away with that. And they messed around and found out. Okay. And I've even had that experience. Okay. There is nothing worse than, I had my father pass, and he left his children. He left his children, his grandchildren. He did what he was supposed to as a father. He left love as a father. And then somebody thought they was going to take my father's money, his finances and resources, and use it against his children, use it against his grandchildren, use it against his family. How wicked of a person could you be to use a person's money against their own children and grandchildren? That is despicable and nasty. But somebody messed around and found out. Found out. Some of us are fighters, you guys. Some of us, when you, like, what's those movies? Like Percy Jackson and the Olympians. One of those movies with those dragons, and you cut one head off and 3 heads grow back. And you cut another head off and 6 heads grow back. Like my grandfather, my big daddy used to say, we Indians, we don't die, we multiply. We don't die, we multiply. Okay? So you multiplied on somebody. Somebody came for you, and you multiplied on somebody. And now they're ashamed because you didn't walk away. You grew. Not only did you grew proudly. You held your head high. You spoke your piece, and you spoke the truth, and you spoke what it is. And you didn't care about what nobody thought. You didn't care about what nobody said. You knew right from wrong. And you planned, and you decided you were going to hold them accountable. And you weren't going to let that ride. So you rose on them. You grinded. As the Lord was opening doors for you, blessing after blessing after blessing, glory after glory after glory after glory. They thought they was going to break you. But you elevated and ascended on them. So take your shoe and step on the ant. Shoo, little ant. Shoo, little ant. And it's crazy. And you know, I know y'all working. You got jobs. And it's funny when you working, you providing for your family. You got jobs. You got partners. You making business moves. You know, you doing things economically, maybe even globally, internationally. You raising kids. You got kids graduating high school, college. You doing all these things just to make your life and live the life that you want to live and see what your children want to live. And then there's this person comes along that wants what you have, that thinks your life looks too good, that thinks that your life is too beautiful, and says, ooh, let's trip that person up. Let's take that from them and make them mad. Let's take that from them and make them fall. Let's stomp on them and lie on them and this and you working, you grinding. But somehow this little ant thought that they were important enough to stop your whole entire fulfilled life. To just stop all of that. To look at this one little irritant. That's why I said shoot, fly, shoot. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on your goals. Because their whole thing is to stop you from focusing. They don't want you focusing. Because the more you focus, that means you're going to get somewhere. And I'm going to connect that to racism in a sense. The same way colonizers colonized Africa, shipped them around the world, and then put them to work on a hamster wheel. They don't want you to ever focus. They don't ever want us to focus. Why? Because we are the greatest builders on the planet Earth. And if we ever begin focusing again, we will build empires and rule the world again. So it's a tactic of your enemy. Here comes this little irritant that wants to steal from you, betray you, lie on you, slander you, defame your character, do all the whatever it is they did to you. Because they trying to stop your flow. They trying to slow you down. Because they want to be in your shoes. They want what you have. Whether it's your beauty, whether it's your talent, whether it's your money, your inheritance, whatever it is you have, they have made up in their mind they're going to stop you. And they thought that they could break you. And it only made you elevate. give yourself a clap. And on the next time, y'all, click like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And if this channel is blessing you or helping you to grow and develop, please feel free to donate. The Cash App, PayPal's down below. Go to my website, futuremepro.com. Buy you some t-shirts, candles, bags, all kind of different things on that site. And I thank you in advance. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting the content. I have great stuff coming up for you guys for 2026. I'm super excited. And until next time, love ya.